Hey y'all, it's Lauren. Today I am going to be answering the question, what is my life like after having cancer? Alright, so if you're new here, my name is Lauren, and back in August of 2019, I was diagnosed with primary mediastinal large B-cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. I went through 6 rounds of chemotherapy. I finished chemo about a week before Christmas, and February 6, 2020, I was officially in remission. So the first thing I wanted to talk about is how I'm recovering. Obviously, when you're going through chemo, your immune system just drops. So my immune system is just about now probably getting back to normal. I actually go in for my 3-month checkup at the end of April, but usually your immune system takes about 3 months to fully recover from chemo. So when I started chemotherapy, everything was going so fast that I didn't even have time to make the decision if I wanted to freeze my eggs or not. And my doctors told me that the dose I received shouldn't really affect my fertility in the future, but I really don't know. My mouth, I went to the dentist like a week ago, and my mouth is still healing from all of the sores that I had gotten like in the back of my mouth. The gums are still sensitive, I guess, which I had no idea. I thought my mouth was just completely fine, but my gums and stuff are still recovering from the mouth sores I got after every round of chemo. Obviously, my hair is still growing back. It's probably gonna take a year or more for it to get to the cute length. I mean, this is a cute length right now, but I'm talking about like my short hair that I had before. And I also struggle with PTSD, obviously, from everything. I still have nightmares. I still have bad dreams just about losing my hair and like dying, basically. They don't really like scare me that much. It's just that they feel so real, and I wake up and I'm like kind of freaked out a little bit. Another thing I do is I still check my arm in the shower. One of the other symptoms that was really scary for me is when I was washing my body, my arm would swell up and it would turn like a bluish purple color, and the veins would just start popping out right here. And so every night when I'm in the shower after I'm done washing my body, I literally go like this and I compare my arm to the other to make sure it looks okay. And I check my neck a lot throughout the day. I'll just be sitting on the couch and I'll just be like, are there any swollen lymph nodes? That's probably like a good thing to do, is to check your neck, but I just feel like I do it excessively sometimes just because I'm paranoid. If you are feeling paranoid and anxious and you feel like you're the only person and you should be totally fine now, don't worry, you're not alone. You don't have to feel normal. Honestly, life after cancer is difficult. It might even be more difficult than life with cancer. For me, even though treatment sucked and I couldn't really go anywhere, there was this weird sense of comfort. You had a schedule, so you were organized. You knew when you were going to get counts checked. You knew when you were going in for your next chemo. Everything was just super organized and laid out in front of you. But when you're done with treatment, you kind of have this sense of freedom in a way. And so obviously there's a chance that it could come back. And so sometimes feeling that free feeling is not such a good thing. Obviously, I love not having to go to the hospital. I don't miss the hospital. I miss my nurses and doctors, and I am so excited to go back and show them how much my hair has grown and how much healthier I look, because the last time they saw me, I barely had any eyebrows and barely any hair on my head, and so I'm just super excited for them to see the progress that I've made. Having the energy back is such an amazing feeling, because while I'm stuck at home, I can go on walks with my dog. I can work out because that's super important for me and my heart to stay healthy, and I can do stuff to stay organized around the house. I just have the energy to do stuff. But honestly, y'all, I have kind of been struggling mentally lately just with this whole thing going on. During treatment, I could kind of see a light at the end of the tunnel. I knew that I was going to be done, but with the situation, the date keeps getting extended and you really don't know when this is all truly going to end. And even when it doesn't and we're able to go out again, it's not going to be like it was before. People are going to be scared. And so I know this is just temporary, and I know that God can speak to me so much through this time when all other distractions are just casted out. Another thing that I think is super important is to try and focus on the positives each day. I'm telling myself this too, because I wake up some days and I immediately just start thinking so negative, and I try to stop myself and I'm like, girl, if I literally have to sit down and write like 3 positive things in the day, then that's what I'll do. So a couple days ago, I asked y'all on Instagram to ask me some questions that you guys have on life after cancer, and so I'm going to be answering those right now. Do you see the meaning of life / the world differently now? Yes, I definitely do. I wake up every day and I go on a walk and I look outside and I just really thank God for a new day and another day of me being healthy, because it's truly a gift. And I know things could have been so much worse for me. I'm not trying to like downplay my situation, because obviously any kind of cancer is terrible, but I'm just so grateful that I had a successful treatment and I had minimal side effects and I was on time with everything. I did not have to delay my treatment at all. There are so many things to be grateful for. Do you ever feel scared or anxious about the thought of it coming back? Of course, I'm pretty sure anyone that has cancer or had cancer is extremely terrified of the thought of it coming back. That is my worst fear. I don't think about it too much, but I do get paranoid sometimes when I work out and I get sore. I know I'm sore from my workout, but when I would come home from the hospital, I would get really bad joint pain. It would be the same feeling, and so I associate being sore from my workout with being sore from chemo, and so it just messes with my head a little bit. The one thing that really helps me is that my prognosis is amazing and my doctors are so confident, so if they're not worried, then I'm not worried, and I definitely don't want to worry about something that is most likely never going to happen. So yeah, I just try to stay positive. What's the best way to be there for someone during their recovery or even after? I can speak for me, and I'm sure I can speak for anyone else that has got a bajillion gifts. We don't need a bunch of earplugs or like journals or crowns and markers. We love those because it keeps us busy in the hospital, but honestly the most important thing to us is support, consistency, and intentionality. Consistency means being there for me in the beginning and staying consistent throughout the whole thing, not just being there for me in the beginning and slowly losing touch. And some people were consistent throughout my whole treatment, but when I was done, they just pretended like I dropped off the face of the earth. Honestly, they may not think we notice it, but we do. And it doesn't necessarily hurt. It just kind of really shows us who is truly there and who is just only there because I was sick. Support, reach out and let us know, and be physically supportive as well. I loved it when my friends came and visited me in the hospital. It made me feel so much better, and I just loved it. And then intentionality. Be intentional when you reach out. Don't just feel like you have to. You reached out once so you can say, oh, I reached out, I was there, blah, 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 blah. Be intentional, because for me, I vibe off people very well, and I can tell if you're really there or if you're there because you have to be. How has your confidence been after cancer? I want to talk about this so much because I wouldn't say I was insecure doing treatment, but I just did not feel like myself. I felt like I looked like a complete alien with no hair, no eyebrows, and no eyelashes. And I would feel like I had a huge mask on my face when I would put on my makeup, because I had to draw on eyebrows, glue on eyelashes, and do all that. When my eyebrows started growing back and my eyelashes are back and my hair is growing back, I embrace the short hair. I love my short hair. Y'all, the after chemo glow up is so real. What do you do to help you go through hard times in life? God, reading the word, journaling. God, 100%. When I'm down and I'm feeling negative, I pray, I do a Bible study, and I automatically feel so much better. Also journaling, I've talked about this so much, but journaling is just such a great way for me to kind of release what is in my mind onto paper, and I felt like when I wrote stuff out, I did not have to think about it anymore because I released it already. Do you ever miss the life you had before cancer? Honestly, I don't miss the life I had before cancer. Yes, there are parts I miss. I miss that cancer was never really a thing in my brain that I worried about, but I got so caught up in going to school and doing what I had to do that I just started going through the motions. Now I feel like I have a whole new appreciation for life and all of the great things that come from it. So I am very grateful for everything that I went through, because it has truly shaped me into the person I am now, and it's made me a better person. So yeah, those are all the questions I got. I was really excited to film this video just because I feel like it can help so many people that are in remission and recovering from chemo, just so they know that they're not alone in their feelings that they're having. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell, and I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.